Mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, sisters and brothers, friends for life, won't live in the past. All I wanna do now is making it last.
It's time for another conversation. Welcome to Making It Last podcast. I'm your host, Noreen Daly. And a lot of times we see our males in society and we have so many negative things to say about them. But I have two strong, good-looking young men in front of me who will talk a bit about what it feels like to be part of a brotherhood, because these are two gentlemen who I recognize over the time that I've known them is that they're not just friends and they have a lot of history together. Joel Johnson, welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Ojay Cole.
Thank you for having me.
So these two gentlemen are brothers. Tell us what that means for both of you.
Okay, so Joel and I in this brotherhood, it's interesting because when we first became friends, let's say there was no obligation to each other's feelings.
Okay.
We didn't care to see how each other is doing
Okay.
or to ensure that we don't do things that will upset each other. But over time, the relationship evolved to the point where I stopped calling Joel a friend, but I refer to him as a sibling. And even I talk to people outside of my circle and his circle, I refer to him as my brother.
Okay. Give us some history. How long?
I would say maybe 6, 7 years.
I think it's more than that.
Okay. All right, so give us your version, Joel.
Well, I can't really remember how we became friends, to be honest.
Okay.
I know I was a mean person to him, and he hated me like.
Okay.
And then I was friends with someone else, and he became friends with the person, and we had to talk. So we began speaking, and we noticed that we started warming up to each other as friends, and I was like, okay, this person hates me and I hate him. Why are we being so nice to each other? And then, yeah, it kept growing and growing and growing, and the other person that we were friends with dropped out of the picture.
Okay.
And here we are.
Okay. So is there a specific point where you can say, okay, it evolved from just being friends into brotherhood, or just over time you realize, say, hey, this is much more than just us being friends?
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay. Ojay?
I think the transformation from just friends to this being a brotherhood happened through our music ministry. We have a singing group called Resounding Praise. And separate, we enjoy ministering because we are solo singers, but we decided to create a group with another friend. And my love for ministry and my love for Christ and Joel's love for ministry really created a firm foundation for the friendship, because we know in everything that we do it out of love for Christ. Right? And because we keep singing together, we travel around to different churches. Us ministering together really kind of usher the friendship out of the friendship zone into us being brothers.
How has this mindset or the whole idea of you being brothers made the friendship better? How has that?
Well,
Because I noticed, and I'll piggyback on something you said. You used a very strong term earlier, because you said you think y'all actually hated each other. So
Yes.
how?
yeah, we hated each other. But
Okay.
right now, I cannot see my life without Ojay. he is like a part of me. He's a part of my family. And he always tells me, Joel, you're my brother. I don't have a brother biologically, but you are my brother biologically. And I totally get it because that's how I feel as well. So it doesn't feel weird or
Okay.
it doesn't get awkward at any point. So yeah, we just grow together. We're best friends, we're brothers. We can tell each other anything. Like sometimes he's having like trouble here at college and he just calls me and cusses me out. I'm like, okay. Maybe he's going through something. And then he would text back or call back and say, I'm sorry for that. And
Okay.
I feel better now. And I'm like, okay, carry on.
Okay. So you're a sounding board. I think but it's okay, OJ. It's okay for people to know that yes, you can be vulnerable. That you're human. Well, last time I checked. So yes,
Yeah,
OJ.
he likes to act as if he is.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Because I know him in another life too. So yes, OJ. Your spin on that? How has the whole idea of this brotherhood now impacted on the friendship and the relationship in general?
Okay. It's a different impact than friendship because, in friendships, there's not necessarily an obligation to the other person. Right? But with this brotherhood, I found that if I'm going through a hard time or a difficult situation and I'm not able to tell like just a normal friend, I can confide in Joel. And even with my problem with anxiety and being in college, it gets really, really, really terrible sometimes. I'm able to call Joel and go in detail about the problems I'm having as opposed to just ringing up someone who I've known for like 2 years and there's really no
History or
obligation
understanding.
there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How do you think others can adapt this mindset of this whole idea of brotherhood? Because a lot of times there's this, for want of a better way to describe, almost like a cutthroat mentality between men, very competitive and yeah. How do you think that them thinking of each other as brothers can actually help people to have better relationships?
Personally, I think just disregarding the whole stigma that men can't be close or men can't have a relationship that you talk things out that needs to go out, because I feel like that is preventing some men from actually going into the brotherhood stage of a friendship. This whole stigma of men can be vulnerable with each other and also accepting each other's differences. For example, Joel and I are not alike. He's more of a jovial person. I'm more on the reserved, strict side. I'm not very friendly, but Joel is friendly. But me accepting Joel has allowed us to, move from just being friends to being brothers.
Okay. Before I get to Joel, though, and to get his take on this, you mentioned something just now that I really don't want to just say it and then we move on. You said the whole idea of men recognize that it's okay to get close and basically being open and being vulnerable. How do you think that can be changed? Is this going to be something that has to be done in schools, in churches? What on a practical level do you think needs to be done to help to change that?
I think at the most fundamental level, mothers and fathers teaching their sons that it's okay to have another male friend. It's okay to go and play dates with another male friend. It's not something that is taboo. It's not strange. Because in this country, we are socialized to believe that we can't be close with another male. And if we're close with another male, there are boundaries as like, what do we talk about? And if I'm going through something, I can't open up to you, or because we are men, so men don't do certain things and men don't discuss certain things. So I feel like how we're socialized, if that is changed at the fundamental level, then we'll have a change.
A change. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Joel, how do you think others can have better relationships when they recognize that you can be brothers, you can, bond with a man?
That was a bit. Well, all you have to do is just be real. Be open. If you have a friend and the person is like your friend, you say it's my friend. You're supposed to be able to say, I'm not feeling well today. Something is bothering me. Can we talk? I don't see anything wrong with that. You should be able to cry in front of your male friend. You should be able to break down in front of your male. You should be able to hug your male friend and make him feel better. It's not that you have feelings for him or anything. It's like you're being a friend. Friends are it's not just about hanging out and doing guy stuff. It's deeper than that. When you have a friend who is like another male friend, you need to be like open and real, and you're not going to develop feelings for the person or anything like that. It's just that you have to just know that this person was there for you, will be there for you. Yeah.
Okay.
And that is the climate in Jamaica. That's why he's stressing on that. It's like when two men are close, there's something going on. And that kind of mentality, I think, needs to change, because it doesn't speak good of our culture and the men in the Jamaican society. We need to think beyond that and to know that two men can be friends, they can be close, and there is nothing attached.
Yeah. We've said a lot, but gentlemen, if it is that with all that was said, somebody's still skeptical after hearing this conversation, what's the one idea you'd want to leave with them, or to say, if you get nothing else, this is the one thing I want to leave with you, what would it be?
Let Christ be the foundation of the friendship, and if Christ is the foundation, the friendship will blossom into a brotherhood or a sisterhood.
Joel?
What he said.
I love it.
What he said.
I love it. I don't think you have to wonder why it is that I got these two gentlemen here today. And if you got nothing else from the conversation, recognize that we need to change how we socialize our boys, who then become men, who then we want to become husbands and fathers. So we have to change that and help them recognize it's okay to be real. It's okay to be raw with each other. It's okay to show affection with each other. This was Making It Last podcast. I'm your host, Noreen Daly. Until next time, it's all about helping us to have better relationships, not just with ourselves, but with other people.
Mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, sisters and brothers, friends for life won't